Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to Tokimotive. Alright, it runs. It's so good. After my little special moment with the radiator, but anyway, no harm, no foul, nothing's hurt. It seems happy. Time to put the kit back on, get this thing looking like a car, make it drivable. I've just got to throw the catch can in. Good to take it for a test drive and start bedding that clutch in and go to the car wash. This thing is disgusting. So is the shed, but I can do that once this thing's out and I got a bit of space. But we've got belt slap, we've got RALEIGH dirt everywhere, we've got oil and all sorts of stuff from getting it running. But she's fresh. We'll get into it. Alex is coming around, give me a hand, so I'll be able to throw the bonnet on fairly easy. And then, yeah, time to take it for a cruise. Plate it back up, take it for a drive. Becomes a street car again. Street car. Anyway. Look at it. Ready? That is some grade A RALEIGH dirt right there. Genuine. You can still see Bodo loves through it. He just loves too much. I give Lane's got that race price. Sacrilege. In my defense, there was like $150 spray job.
It wasn't even that much.
This brush should feel privileged. We should have hit that with another thing of rubber off.
I hit it like 4 times with the rubber off.
Hey Alex, you don't wait to get it on your skin.
Too late.
Got the roof, mate. Copyright music in the car wash.
Just got dosed at by a Ford Mondeo. Oh no, don't want to be in the photo. Fat. Yep. Yeah. They might be similar at idle, but yours gets way louder when you rev it.
Obviously.
Where?
Can't you hear it?
I don't know, I don't speak boomer. Did it just dort for a second then?
Huh?
Did it just dort for a second?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're up to turning.
Moment of truth on how well everything's gone and if we're up shit's creek or not. I had a small brain effect going on in the oil. That's probably from assembly lube and all that sort of stuff in it. But this is the moment where I strain the oil and cut open the filter and check for any metal. Because, yeah. Absolutely feel sick to my stomach nervous after all the big push to get to here. And today's Wednesday. 2 days this thing needs to be a QR ready to be on track. But I've been daily driving it around town, to the shops, to work and back, so hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. Motor feels super peppy and healthy though, like it feels so good. It drives so nice. It drives super, super good. So, yeah, hopefully it's mint and we're not pulling it down again. Alright, just gotta do it. Well, that's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. I am the most useless person here right now. Alrighty guys, Future Toki here. Realised I did not film between finding the metal in the oil and matsuri. So yeah, whoops. In my defence, I was near throwing up with anxiety and stress about it. I'll try and make it short and sweet because I've had about 10 attempts at filming this. So, the stuff that was in the oil filter did not look like bearing material, 99% of it. Talking with Birdo, he was like, oh, you didn't use that old oil cooler, did you? I'm like, no, I've been that. And then we had a little dawning and click moment. This guy forgot to flush the turbo and lines. So, the turbo has a restrictor, so nothing more than 1 mil could have ever got through it. But I forgot to flush it. So yeah, that's where the metal came from. Because if you haven't seen it already, this is the previous 30. Double rod delete, deluxe size all the way through bay window, and that was what was found in the oil pan. Lots and lots of ground up cast iron, which is pretty much exactly what looks like was in the filter. So I talked with Berto, and he said after we worked that out, he's like, run it for the next couple of days leading up to Matsuri, then drop the oil again, cut open the filter, have a check, and did that, and we found 3 tiny little grains of metal. So essentially it had all been caught in the filter and had all flushed out. Yes, still means that had to go through my oil pump, but there's been no pressure issues, there's been no jittering, fluctuation, anything like that. So I'm not too concerned. But if, way in the future, it does show to have done damage to it, then it's on me. It's on this guy. It is what it is. Like, it wasn't, I just wanted to touch on, Berto didn't build me a cooked motor. Nothing was wrong with the assembly. I messed up. In my tired, sleep deprived, massive rush, I forgot to flush the turbo lines, and that sort of is what it is. People make mistakes. Hindsight, and would be advice for you guys as well, if you're in the similar situation, get a whiteboard. I have one right there. Make a checklist and check things off as you go. That way you can't forget something like this. Because if any of that had made it past the filter, motor would have been done. Bits of oil, bits of metal and stuff get in around your bearings. Things are going to start chewing itself to pieces and going to be in a lot of trouble. Lucky it didn't. This mistake didn't cost me the freshly built forge motor. Now, what I attribute some of it to, see this little hole right here? I've talked about it a couple of times before, but that has a little check valve, a little ball bearing and a spring in it, and a sleeve. That's there to bypass the filter if the filter's too clogged or the oil pressure exceeds a certain point. Now bear in mind, RB30 oil pressure from standard is rather low. It's rather low. And that check valve is a 30-plus-year-old part. So you take that into account, and then you get a built motor like mine that you're putting a big N1 pump on with billet gears that cold start pings over 100 psi of oil pressure. Chance that valve could bypass some stuff. But what Berto recommended with the block was to bash that out and dowel it. So nothing at all ever can bypass the filter, no matter what. They put the filter in because, like a passenger car that you just daily drive, some people might not service it very well, and you know, it's a safety for neglect factors. But if you got a turbo drift car, generally you're servicing it pretty frequently because you're cooking the oil. So, and you should be servicing it frequently. So there should never be any reason ever, I think in general, why oil should be able to bypass the filter. So because of that dowel, there's no chance any of that stuff got past the oil filter. So rest of the motor should be good. My only concern is the oil pump, but this is a fair whack in the future that I'm filming this, and I have not seen any signs, any issues, and I've been beating the daylights out of this thing. So, no harm, no foul, but if anything does sort of happen to the pump in the future, it's not on the assembly of the motor or Berto, it's on me. I just wanted to hash that out and set that for the record, because I don't want someone going into battle about it when it's not the case. And I know it would have been a lot easier to just completely bypass even mentioning this at all. But I'm not one to cover up my mistakes because other people can learn from them. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend and try and act like I'm perfect, because I'm definitely not. I make mistakes. Things happen. I'm just lucky that this one didn't cost me the motor. As of where it sits right now, for the timeline that you're seeing, the car is Matsuri ready. And the next video is Matsuri. So I'm going to try and piece together the best quality, capturing the vibe sort of event video I can for you, and share my Matsuri experience. But I'm not going to keep this for any longer. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you as always. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Make fun of me for my silly mistake. It's all good. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and that little bell that'll notify you whenever I upload a video. My life's still chaos at the moment. I will go into a little of what's going on later, but as of right now, I'm not really ready to openly talk about it too much. So hitting that bell, you'll see when I upload a video, even if my schedule's a little up and down at the moment. But thank you guys, I appreciate you as always. Strap yourselves in and get ready for Matsuri content, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.